dish, like it's something you can ride to and vibe to. I'm just giving you the keys to survive. Never let society tell you how to begin living your life by following the norm and trends. I warn my friends, don't get blinded by the media. I'd rather be myself, take flight, got a speedy on speed dial. And meanwhile, my dream right beside me with a smile. She like
Ryan and Sarah, Chengdu City of Gastronomy, and we're on another adventure. And today we're eating Gong Bao chicken. Westerners, rejoice! Hey, they're building a wall. Chinese people are really good at building walls. Gong Bao chicken, I would say, hands down, the favorite dish for Westerners, for foreigners in China. It's one of the only dishes in this series probably that you can get in almost any Chinese restaurant in the world, really. Let's cut through here. Everybody's setting up for lunch right now. All this food here, it's just, they're rolling it out for the construction workers that are working on all these buildings surrounding us. There's so much construction going on in China, it's ridiculous, especially in this area, I mean everywhere in Chengdu. So right now we're on our way to the market. We're gonna go and buy some ingredients to make Gong Bao chicken, Gong Bao Ji Ding. This is unusual for us. We don't really cook Chinese food. Sarah's actually a great cook, but usually if we're gonna cook at home, we're gonna cook Western food because Chinese people will cook Chinese food a lot better than we will probably. But we do love Gong Bao chicken, and eventually we will leave China, so it's probably a good idea to learn how to cook it. We're gonna grab some Gong Bao chicken ingredients at the market, and then we're gonna go for Gong Bao chicken. And I'm gonna give you a bit of info, but I've actually done a video about Gong Bao chicken before. Watch out for this guy's shovel. It's gonna clunk you in the head. So instead of just giving that information again, I'm just gonna cut in some shots from that other video as we do a little bit of shopping. Or you could watch the video above, clicking up this link here. Okay, bye.
In Chinese, the name Gong Bao translates literally to palace guardian. And they say the name came from the Sichuanese governor back in the 1800s. He was known as the palace guardian. So they think the dish was named after him. So you wouldn't get the tingling, numbing pepper in the West that often. Some places might do it. So there's a few different types of chilies that they use in Sichuan. Probably different ones than they would use in the West. It's very sweet. It's a sweet dish here. In the West, it's more of just like a garlic chili chicken dish.
3块钱行吗？
3块. Okay.
3块。
Okay, so we got everything we need. Now we're gonna just stop at a local restaurant and have some Gong Bao chicken. Get a closer look at what we're making. Yeah, we can do this one. You want this one? This one's good, right?
Ours won't look like that.
Okay, Gong Bao Ji Ding. I do love this dish. We don't eat it like that often, really. We order other stuff more. For example, these green beans. But you can see how like gooey and delicious looking it is. I would say like almost like a sweet and sour, a little bit.
Sweet and spicy.
Spicy, yeah. So this dish is basically made up of 3 ingredients plus some sauce and some marinade. Chicken breasts, peanuts, and green onions. Usually just the ends of the green onions, the white part of them. Often you'll find bonus vegetables in there. We bought some asparagus lettuce to add to ours because we like it. I've seen carrots, I've seen potatoes. That was just wacky. So there's an aspect of Chinese cooking that I haven't talked about that this dish features really well. Most dishes in Sichuan and probably all of China, you'll notice that the portions are cut. It's cut into little small bits. It's not like a big steak or like a pork chop or something. Everything's cut smaller sizes. So they do this for a few different reasons. One, most dishes are shared, so it's easier. You can't share one hunk of meat. 2, chopsticks are the preferred utensil, so You don't do any cutting at the table. 3, the smaller it is, the more surface area it has. So each piece has more surface area, so more sauce can basically stick to it.
It's faster too, probably.
4,
Oh, I thought you said 3 reasons.
it cooks faster too. They cook this and many, many dishes over high heat very quickly, but I suspect that one of the reasons it's done this way is because it lowers the cost of the heating, so they need less propane. It's not on as long. They blast it with heat, and they can turn off the propane, because fuel costs were expensive back in the day. And plus you're not cooking out all the flavors and the ingredients.
My whole mouth is buzzing.
Nice. Buzz mouth here. So because it's all cooked very quickly over high heat, everything has to be uniform in size, so it cooks evenly. You don't want, a big piece of chicken not quite being cooked enough, or a small piece getting overcooked. Cutting in Chinese cooking is very important. They have 33 different terms for cutting. They have 63 different descriptions of cut items, like slice, domino slice, fingernail slice, all these different terms to describe the style of cutting. So a meal can have 3 pork dishes, and it doesn't seem monotonous if it's cut 3 different ways. Slices, slivers, chunks, for instance. So the way that the food feels in your mouth, or they call it like mouth feel, ko gan, and along with the taste and the smell, it basically makes up flavor. It's really important in Chinese cooking, and it's a big part of why they cut things small. It changes the taste, basically. So a pork sliver will taste different than a pork slice. So in Gong Bao Ji Ding, you'll notice that all 3 ingredients are cut similar. They're all kind of the same size. We've got chicken, peanuts, and the scallions or green onions. Notice they just use the white ends of the green onions, and that's because the green ends would fall apart and it wouldn't be the same size. So you got a chunk of green onion, a chunk of chicken, and a peanut, which is like a chunk. Even the peppers are about the same size. It's really important in Chinese cooking. It's something that we don't really consider much in the West. It makes the dish look prettier, and it also balances the flavors when they hit your mouth. The mouthfeel is balanced, and the portions that you're getting of each thing are balanced. They'll say cubes with cubes, slivers with slivers, slices with slices. So if you have a dish of roast, which is like pork slivers, then they're going to cut whatever ingredients go with it, the same kind of long, thin shape. How are your knife skills, Sarah? Are you ready to go make some Gong Bao Ji Ding? All right, here we are in the kitchen, starting to cook. I've already cut up the chicken. I cut everything up, prepared all the ingredients. I made the sauce, which is basically there's 3 important parts. There's like the main ingredients, the sauce, and the marinade. Chicken's in the marinade. It's been sitting in there for a little while. The sauce is made, so all the pieces are chopped up. We're pretty much ready to go. Now it's just a matter of throwing it in a wok, and it's pretty quick after that. Yeah, so Sarah's heating up the oil. We actually fried up our own peanuts. We roasted them, I guess, just in a frying pan, because we couldn't find roast peanuts at the market. And there it is, the red peppers and the huajiao. We actually had a little bit of a pepper problem. That's all right. Okay, next. So we're using a different kind of peppers than you normally would, but it shouldn't be too big of a problem. And the chicken's in. Smells pretty good already. Ooh, that is fragrant. Oh, it's burning my nose. Oh, how are you not coughing? So of course we're cooking. Of course we're using a wok to cook. A restaurant would probably have a higher power burner, but this should do. Gets hot enough. And once that chicken's looking cooked, then she'll add some scallions, some ginger, and some garlic, and we got some asparagus lettuce as well. Does it hurt?
Yeah.
It burns. The peppers we got are actually a little bit hotter than the normal ones. Probably getting a bit of a nose burn from that. Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh God, nice job. Oh shit balls. I guess that's why they have those ventilation systems. So we smoked our house out, we're eating on the porch, and we're gonna try it for the first time here. It looks good. Not bad, not bad at all. Pretty good for a first timer. And that's how you make Gong Bao Ji Ding or Kung Pao chicken. I guess the ventilation systems are good to have. I don't know how people do that in their house. Oh my God. Maybe we screwed it up somehow.
It's because you got the wrong peppers and they burned them.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. And please subscribe below. Hit the bell icon to get notified of upcoming videos. My nasal passage is burning. But hey, that's Chinese. And if it's good, it'll make you sneeze.
Dabs, ride it out.